Hi guys, it's Thomas here, and since with the banned list we got Eva back, today we're going to see some Drytron combos that have Eva. For the first combo, we're going to see alpha benten 2-card combo. We're going to activate alpha and tribute benten to summon him, add the big ritual, and with benten we're going to add the star of the show here, Eva, perform our normal summon, and overlay both into a Fafnir. Fafnir effect will send to the graveyard a new 2 that will special summon himself and trigger to add a Ursatron, special summon Ursatron, and with its effect we're going to add Fafnir from deck to hand, activate it, and add a Nova. Activate Nova to summon a Drytron from deck in Zeta. Next, we're going to link summon Ursatron and Zeta into Masquerena, and Zeta is going to tribute the ritual in hand to special summon herself and add the ritual spell. Overlay Zeta and the new 2 into another Fafnir and activate Meternis. We're going to detach all material except Eva, since we can't use it because it's a fairy with 0 attack, and activate the ritual spell from graveyard to go back to hand, and this is the end of the combo. Here we have a Masquerena that can go into a Little Knight with Fafnir, or could also go into Dynamondo with Draconith. When we negate with Fafnir, we can detach Eva to negate a spell trap. Eva is going to banish Benten and add a Diviner if we don't have any other fairy, so that Diviner next turn can send a Herald and add another ritual. In the second combo of the video, I'm going to show you a Zeta Benten 2-card combo. We are going to activate Zeta by tributing Benten and special summon itself to add the Meteornis Drytron. Since Benten was tributed, we are going to add a Light Fairy in Eva, perform our normal summon, and overlay both into a Mubeta Fafnir. With its effect, we're going to send new 2, special summon itself, and add a Drytron Ursatron from deck to hand. Since we have a Drytron monster, we can special summon him and add a Fafnir from deck to hand. Activate Fafnir to add a Nova, and activate Nova. With Nova, we're going to special summon a Alpha from deck. Next, link summon it into a Anima. Activate Alpha by sending Ursatron to summon it and add from deck to hand the big Drytron ritual. Overlay the 2 level 1 into another Mubeta Fafnir, activate Meternis. Detach all material except Eva to summon him, activate Meternis, reducing the attack of the Mubeta without materials, and link summon using both into a Little Knight. Here we have, of course, Eva under this Fafnir, and when we negate a spell trap, we can banish the Benten in the graveyard to add a Diviner for follow-up. We can also use Little Knight after we've negated with Fafnir to have a body to send next turn for the Drytron effect. And of course, Fafnir has the effect to reduce the level of monster when summoned. In the third combo, we're going to see where a Benten and a random Drytron name would be able to bring us. For that, we're going to use Rastaban and Benten. Activate Rastaban, tribute Benten to special summon itself, and add Eva with Benten. normal summon it, and overlay both into a Mubeta Fafnir. With it, we're going to send a Nu2, and the Nu2 is going to summon itself. Effect on summon, we're going to add a Ursatron, and special summon itself, adding the field spell once again in Fafnir. We're going to activate Fafnir to add Nova. Nova to summon one from deck in Alpha, and link summon using Alpha Ursatron into a Masquerena. Alpha is going to tribute Fafnir to summon itself, and this will allow us to add a benten, and also trigger Eva, banishing the benten in the graveyard to add a Herald of the Orange Light. Overlay both level 1 to put Nu2 back in the graveyard into a Recital Starling, for example, increase its attack and defense, and detach 1 to add a DD Crow. So here we have a Masquerena that can become a Little Knight with Starling, a DD Crow, and a Herald of the Orange Light that can send Benten. If we get to keep Fafnir for next turn, we're going to special summon Nu2 from graveyard and start back from there. In the fourth combo, instead of opening with a Drytron name, I'm going to open with Nova. We're going to see a Nova Benten. Nova is going to special summon from deck Alpha. We're going to send it to the graveyard for Anima and activate Alpha by tributing Benten to summon itself and add the Retro Ritual. Benten is going to trigger, and as you can guess, is going to add as a Eva, normal summon Eva, and overlay both into a Mubeta Fafnir. Fafnir is going to send a Nu2. Nu2 is going to summon itself, but this time Nu2 is going to add as a Zeta. Zeta is going to get activated, and by tributing the ritual monster gets special summoned, add the ritual spell, and next we're going to overlay both into a second copy of Mubeta, activate Metronis, and attaching all material that we can. Summon the Metronis, activate it from graveyard to return to hand. Link summon with the smaller Fafnir and the Anima into a Little Knight. And now, in the fifth and last combo of the video, we're going to see another Nova and Benten combo, but this time Nova, instead of Alpha, is going to summon a Nu2 from deck. Nu2 is going to trigger to add as Alpha. Alpha is going to send Benten to summon itself and add the Drytron Ritual. Benten is going to trigger to add as another Benten. Send Nu2 to the graveyard to summon Anima and activate his effect to bring himself back. Then overlay both into a Mubeta Fafnir. Effect to send a Zeta. Zeta effect by tributing the Benten to summon itself and add a Metronis Drytron. Next we're going to trigger Benten and add a Eva from deck to hand. We're going to normal summon it and overlay with Zeta for another Fafnir, activate Metronis, detaching all material we can to summon the ritual. Metronis is going to reduce the attack of the Mubeta without materials, and link summon with him and Anima into a Little Knight. Here we have the Little Knight to banish, the Mubeta to negate, and 2 negate of Draconith, but when we detach Eva, we have 2 Benten in the graveyard, so we can add 2 Herald and have a negate in hand.